I understand that I've harped on this a million times, and I'm not going to stop. It is insane to me that, like, the entirety of the Capitol building didn't get flooded, at least with tear gas. Like, that's that's what happens when cops surround a building full of, like, if there's like a standoff or something. Like, that's not even like high level security stuff. That's just very, very basic, you know? It's just so weird. I guess the reason why I keep harping on this, have I told this story before? I've been stopped by Secret Service before in DC. I've told this story before, but I don't know if everyone here has heard it because not everyone watches every stream. But yeah, I've been you told it once. Yeah, I've been stopped by Secret Service before. Way back when I was like 18 or something. I was like just out of high school. I visited friends who were in Baltimore, and we spent some time visiting DC because I'd never seen the Capitol before. And what, like, DC is a really cool city because you get to see these gigantic monuments to the power of the United States right alongside like 5,000 homeless black dudes everywhere, because the city is mega redlined and like very racist in policy outcome. So you've got like the quintessential Americana right there, which is, just fantastic. Also, the whole city is built like a fortress. If you're paying attention, everything within like a mile of the White House looks like it's ready for the end of the world. Like, there are tank traps and like fortress blocks, and there are like, you know how most cities will just have areas that have weird walls. They have those, but everywhere, and they're all like 8 feet thick. It's like the whole, like, it's very, you can walk through and you can imagine like, oh, that's where the machine gun nest would be. That's where they have like the anti-air cannons, like that, like, because it's the White House. Yeah, like it's the White House. Yeah, so yeah, the whole city is a fortress. And I was walking around with my friends, like, talking about this openly, because I can't talk telepathically, so I have to talk openly to communicate. And a little while into the walking around, we notice there's a dude following us, and he's a Secret Service agent. He's in a black and white suit. He has the tie clip. He has the earpiece. He has shades on. He's like a mountain of a man. He's like 7 feet tall. Like, and he's like behind us. He's followed us through like three like turns or whatever. And I lean over to my friend, I'm like, do you know, like, the guy's like right behind us, right? And they're like, that's not the Secret Service, is it? And I'm like, no, there's no way that's actually, like, we're not actually being followed by the Secret Service. And then a fucking black limo pulls up in front of us at the curb, and we get detained by the Secret Service. So I fucking jinxed it. Maybe they would have let me go if I'd never like pointed it out. Why? Because I was talking about the city's defense. That's all it takes. I mean, they get paid a lot and they get bored, right? I guess they have to do something. Regular cops are like that too. But yeah, no, the fucking Secret Service. One of the guys was like, I don't know. I guess there are like two tiers of Secret Service, like the ones who hide and the ones who don't. Because two of the guys who came out of the black limo had machine guns. Like, they were all Secret Service, but like, you had the agents who were guys in suits, and then you had the ones with like these yellow vests with like the fucking because there were dudes with like rifles like all over DC, right? Like, anyway, they talked for us with us for a while. Yeah. And sorry, no, for gun nerds, by machine gun I don't mean like LMGs. I mean like they had automatic weapons. Like, they had the large rifle with a strap over their neck, and they had like clearly a smaller rifle, or I don't know if what do they call them, like a machine pistol. They had like one of those small automatic guns that are really cool. The ones that look like they're used by like Colombian death squads and like the mafia or something. Yeah, like Uzi. Yeah, like the like a little. Yeah, like this big, but like obviously automatic because the magazine was like, yeah, like, yeah, like an SMG type thing. Yeah, I've never fired one, so I don't know like details about it, but it was in that ballpark, like MP5 vibes, maybe. I don't know. Look, whatever. Anyway, we got detained and interrogated for a bit. They asked every detail of everything I've ever done in life. What's up? What was I talking about? Did they let you go? Well, I'm not dead. So, yeah. I thought you were a gun nerd. I'm a gun nerd about guns that I've fired. I've never fired a submachine gun. They cloned you? Yeah. The closest that I got to death that day was I think I've told this exact thing. So the fact that I still remember it is testament to the fact that it happened. I got interrogated by the guy with the rifle, the guy who was not undercover, like with all the guns and shit. He was clearly ex-military. Dude was jacked, whatever. Like, yeah. And at one point, he asked me if I had a weapon on me, and I said no. And then I gave him a smile, and I said, "But I used to do wrestling in high school, so actually my whole body is a weapon." And he like put one hand on the stock of the rifle on his chest, and he said, "Really?" And I said, "No." I thought he'd appreciate the joke. He didn't, though. Um. Well. Yeah, no sense of humor on the Secret Service. Can you imagine? Well, yeah, robot. They were robots. Was he fucking with you or really that paranoid? I have no fucking idea what the Secret Service can do. One of the agents that came out of the car was pretty chill though. He looked like I don't know if there's like a Secret Service equivalent of tenure, but he had facial hair. I didn't know you could have facial hair on the Secret Service. Um he had like relatively long dark hair and shades and like a light beard, and he was way more jokey than everyone else there. And when one guy asked me if I was at like answer some questions, that guy stepped in and said, "Please say no. You have a legal right to say no. I don't want to do the paperwork." Because I guess he didn't think it was as entertaining to like have us detained since we obviously didn't have anything going on. Nah, that in retrospect, that guy was based. Yeah, he actually ended the whole interaction relatively early because he was like, because I know the whole thing with cops is like you don't have to like it's like do you have a warrant? Like, am I free to go or whatever? I was not thinking any of that because it was the Secret Service. I think technically the Secret Service, like for most interactions, they're just cops with you. Like you can do the same stuff with them as you could with cops, like shut the fuck up Friday. But all of my like instinctual Secret Service, like, or sorry, all my instinctual like cop response behavior was shut off because it was the fucking Secret Service, and there was a dude with a rifle in front of me. So it was, yeah, so yeah, what'll happen when you have leftist cops? It was, yeah, I really think that guy just didn't want to do paperwork, so that's cool. Yeah, that the day he got recruited to the CIA. CIA is in Langley. Sorry, not DC. All right. I need to know, how did they know what you were saying? I have no idea how they heard what I was saying. I don't know if somebody like walked by and picked it up. I assume they have listening devices literally all over DC, nearby the White House. Like they probably literally do have like really good microphones everywhere, all over the place. It could have been like a phone signal. Like there are a million things. It's like right there, which is why, to get back to it, I keep harping on like, oh, so you can just fucking you break the windows and walk in. I know you can be stopped before you get in here because they magically realized that I was saying slightly suspicious stuff like a third of a mile out from the White House. I know that they have defensive systems here. There are buttons. They're probably buttons. They could have turned all these staircases into like ramps and then like opened an alligator pit at the base of the staircase so they all like slip and slide in like a Looney Tunes or some shit. I know they have this stuff, okay? Okay, that's enough.